Yeah. I wanna go. Bring us on the boat, take us back afar. I wanna go, hopping on a plane, then I go.
Gênio
Then I
de
go
uma
afar. I
voz.
wanna smoke.
Hello, I'm T. Billy Martin, and you're watching and listening to Women Are Talking TV. Today's episode is very near and dear to me. For Black History Month, I want to talk about some of the most influential Black women in television, film, and literature. Women who have left a deep impact in my life. Women who knock down doors for others to follow or just use as a guide to refer to in the creative world of storytelling, from print to moving images. First up, Octavia E. Butler, the queen of sci-fi. Known for her unparalleled parables, this woman was a hidden figure in my eyes. I remember getting into heated arguments with white colleagues who just refused to acknowledge her as a sci-fi writer. I mean, eyes popping, foot stomping refusal. Now you can imagine the clapbacks that came their way. I remember reading Kindred for the first time, and it blew my mind. I mean, I cried for days, if you ask my daughter that. That book ignited something in me that I was scared to face at first. Miss Butler has this unique way of telling our stories that transform your mind to unimaginable places while dealing with current issues. I mean, what sci-fi writer can you name right now that can make you relate to a human-sized pile of jello? If you don't know what book I'm referring to, please go use your library card before you want to debate what I just said. There's an article written on her asking how did she come up with these amazing stories, because it's quite uncomfortable for certain people to imagine a Black woman can write this good. This is one of her, and this was her quote to that question, which I felt was simple enough. I write about people who do extraordinary things. It just turned out it was called science fiction. Unquote. Per OctaviaButler.com, her novel Dawn is in TV production by Ava DuVernay. Also, Amazon Studios and Juve Productions, which is Viola Davis and her husband's production company, they're developing a drama series for Butler's Patternist series, beginning with Wow Seed, and I am so excited about that. Okay, the blurred is happy in me. Next up, Oprah. Like, are we surprised I picked Oprah? There's God, there's Jesus, Oprah, my kids, my mom. Come on. She conquers all of the areas I'm speaking of: TV, film, theater, books, book clubs, magazines, schools. I don't need to run down her resume. She's an essence that speaks for itself. She's my visual proof that there's no limit for Black women in media. No limit. When I look at her, she reminds me very often that I don't have to settle for whatever someone else's interpretation is of in my representation. I don't have to imagine what it would be like to own say in my own say in media. And for people who speak ill of her, like gossip about her, like you know her personally when you don't, I ask you this: what have you accomplished worth admiring? Where's your scoop? What magazines you own? Just to start, what's your channel? What channel is that? It makes me kind of offended that in conversations, I just refuse to join in any Oprah bashing bandwagons. You have your opinion and I have my facts. It makes me sick to hear people speak ill of her when they haven't even accomplished a 16th of her work. But, you know, speaks with conviction of her life. When I debate it, the ending response is always, well, that's what I heard. Go use your library card. This is one of my favorite quotes of hers. Don't worry about being successful, but work towards being significant, and the success will naturally follow. Unquote. And I could not conclude this show without mentioning the legend Cicely Tyson. Not because she was just called to the Lord, but because she has been through it all, survived it all first. You can have all of your current filmmakers, producers, and actors that you follow and ask them all, who is the role model of role models? You will hear Cicely Tyson's name on repeat. Miss Tyson has set the level of Black excellence to infinity. We see a lot of well-known names jump at any role thrown to them, regardless of the stereotype that's attached to the role, just for a chick. But Miss Tyson, Auntie, she did the unthinkable during times that was unthinkable to do. She only accepted roles that portrayed strong and positive images of Black women. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. She only accepted roles that portrayed strong images of Black women. For the 106 characters she portrayed in over 7 decades of film, television, and theater. That was her choice. Now, the level of balls this woman had at 5'3", no wonder she was called Moses. You can argue that she limited herself and could have had more work available if she just accepted anything from anybody. But what strong Black woman just accepts anything from anybody? She chose the road less traveled. Did you know that she received honorary degrees from Clark Atlanta, Howard University, Columbia University, and Morehouse College? Morehouse. An all-male HSBC. She's the definition of revolutionary, okay? In honor of Cicely Tyson, let's make her memoir, Just As I Am, a best-selling book for years to come. That's the least we can do for all that she have done for us. This is one of my favorite quotes of hers. I feel like she had me in mind, actually, when she said this, because I be going through some things. The moment anyone tries to demean or degrade you in any way, you have to know how great you are. Nobody could bother to beat you down if you are not a threat. Unquote. Okay. All of these women are pioneers. I honestly don't know who and where I would be if it wasn't for these type of women who have impacted my life. Women who chose not to accept anything from anybody. I love them, I thank them, and I am grateful for their diligence and intellect, their passion, their sacrifices, their humility, their courage and commitment. I am eternally grateful for each and every one of them, named and unnamed, for everything you have contributed for Black girls like me. Well, that's the end of my show. I'm T. Billy Martin. Don't forget to like Women Are Talking on Facebook and follow us on YouTube. And tell a friend to join the conversation next time. Until then, please be safe. Please be smart. Please wear a mask. Thank you for watching and listening.
I just wanna bring you to my place. I like it, you love it, you like it, I love it. When you come from, I come from afar. Birthed by the gods, I'm a star.